Hey guys, and welcome to my first proper video on S Extra the One. Today we'll be doing what if Tanjiro was a direct descendant of Yoriichi. Also, just for those of you who don't know, I have a TikTok channel, so if you would like to follow, go ahead and follow. And sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's begin. So for this story to work out, we'll just say when Yoriichi's wife died from a demon, we'll say that their son was already born, so that he can continue on the bloodline until it gets to Tanjiro. Also, I just wanted to tell you guys that since Yoriichi's bloodline has been passing down for generations, parents have been training their children to try their best to master it. And same goes for Tanjiro. It's just right now he can only do the Hino Kamikagura, but he does know some good swordsmanship. So Tanjiro would go down the mountain to sell charcoal to all the villagers at the bottom. After a long day of selling charcoal, Tanjiro makes his way back up the mountain, but the villager says, "Tanjiro, why don't you stay with me for the night? Demons come out at the night." After a couple minutes of bickering, Tanjiro decides to just stay for the night. Next morning, he wakes up and moves his way up to the mountain. But Tanjiro smells something, the smell of blood. He instantly panics and rushes to the top of the mountain, seeing his dead little sister Nezuko and all his other siblings and mother. But thankfully, Tanjiro notices his little sister Nezuko's heart is still beating. So Tanjiro grabs his sword and grabs Nezuko, trying to carry her to a doctor. But then her demon transformation starts happening here, as she basically makes Tanjiro fall off the cliff into some snow. After the fall, Tanjiro gets back up as he sees Nezuko there. After a while, Nezuko charges at Tanjiro, but since Tanjiro was actually trained in someone's swordsmanship, he manages to deflect Nezuko's attacks with his katana. Nezuko's biting on the sword, as Tanjiro's basically begging Nezuko to stop, as Nezuko starts crying. But out of nowhere, a mysterious man with a katana comes straight towards Nezuko, trying to slice her head off, but Tanjiro successfully manages to get him and Nezuko out of the way. As Tanjiro would say to this mysterious man, "Why did you try to take my sister?" As the mysterious man says, "That right there is a demon." Tanjiro wouldn't believe it. Tanjiro says, "That's not a demon, that's my sister." As like in canon, this mysterious man would grab Nezuko, but in this timeline, Tanjiro would have the reaction speed to manage to get Nezuko away from this mysterious man, as Tanjiro kicks the mysterious man in the stomach. As like in canon, this mysterious man would grab Nezuko. Then the mysterious man goes in for a slash towards Tanjiro's legs, but Tanjiro jumps in the air as he headbutts this mysterious man, knocking him clean out. When the mysterious man wakes up as he sees Tanjiro, he realizes how much potential Tanjiro has if he became a demon slayer. So this mysterious man introduces himself as Yuta Miyoka, as he says to Tanjiro that he won't kill Nezuko, and he'll ask his master if he can train Tanjiro to become a demon slayer, because most likely the person that killed his family was a demon. Like in canon, Tanjiro would accept this, as Gyuta gives Nezuko the kimono and the bamboo strap. As Tanjiro starts traveling, eventually he encounters the temple demon, as the temple demon says, "Hey, this is my food, go find your own." "Oh wait, only one of you are demons and the other's a human." Temple Demon turns around ready to launch at Tanjiro, but When he looks at Tanjiro, a flashback happens. He sees this man with red hair, a scar on his forehead. He doesn't even recognize him. As you know, by instinct, the temple demon starts hyperventilating as he sees this man moving directly towards him. Tanjiro manages to cut off both of the demon's head and its torso. As Tanjiro manages to keep the demon's head away from its body for the whole night, thankfully Urokodaki comes in time. Then Urokodaki guides Tanjiro to his house. In this timeline, Tanjiro manages to easily catch up to Urokodaki's speed, making it to Mount Fuji. Now, let's explain Tanjiro's training. It will be much easier than the canon timeline because he's a direct descendant. We've already seen how much potential Michiro had, and he was only a direct descendant of Kokushibo, the weaker brother. So Tanjiro, being a direct descendant of the stronger brother, will have no time for Urokodaki's training unless for a few scratches and bruises. Tanjiro would have easily mastered water breathing at this point and his swordsmanship. Urokodaki was doubting Tanjiro could go to the final selection, so he took Tanjiro to the boulder, as Urokodaki basically explained that Tanjiro cannot go to final selections until he cuts this boulder in half. As then, Tanjiro proceeds to cut the boulder in half, as Urokodaki has no choice but to send him to final selections. So after a while, Tanjiro manages to get to final selections. BTW, Zenitsu, Kanoa, and Ganyo won't be here since this is 1 year earlier. So once final selection starts, Tanjiro has an easy time slaying demons until he eventually gets to the hand demon. The hand demon would say to Tanjiro, "Ooh, one of Urokodaki's brats." Side note, while Tanjiro was training, he did meet Sabito and I can't remember her name. Anyways, Tanjiro would be like, "How do you know that man?" We'll basically start saying how many of Urokodaki's students have been getting eaten by him. This makes Tanjiro more and more angry, to the point where when the hand demon looks at Tanjiro, he sees the image of Yoriichi and starts panicking. Not hyperventilating, but panicking. So Tanjiro charges at the hand demon, as Tanjiro says, "Water breathing, first form, water surface slash!" The demon was too paralyzed to move out of the way, as his head gets chopped right off. Tanjiro would then feel bad for the demon and apologize as the demon burns away. He picks his ore, and a couple days later, he gets his Nichiren blade and his Demon Slayer uniform, officially making him a Demon Slayer. Now, I just want to remind you all, Nezuko is still sleeping at this time. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add the Spider Forest arc earlier. One day, Tanjiro gets a mission to go to the Spider Forest, as he does. As when he enters, he sees multiple Demon Slayers dead. Tanjiro wonders what is the cause for this, as he sees Rui. I just want to say to you guys, sorry for the background noise, my mom's just talking to one of her friends. But anyways, he sees Rui, as Rui instantly throws his spiderweb attack towards Tanjiro, but Tanjiro is able to dodge out of the way. Then, after a while of Tanjiro dodging, Rui finally gets irritated, as he says, "Why do you keep dodging my attacks?" This is when Rui starts getting serious as he activates his red web demon art, giving Tanjiro a much difficult time than before. But Tanjiro decides to activate the Hinokami Kagura. Tanjiro yells at the top of his lungs, "Hinokami Kagura!" Bro, if I'm gonna be honest with you, that just made me feel so cringe, not gonna lie. Thanks to the Hinokami Kagura, Tanjiro manages to cut off Rui's head, and in this timeline, he actually does it. Anyways guys, sorry this is such a short video for my very first one. It's just I'm incredibly a new YouTuber, and this is basically my first what if. I was thinking doing what ifs were easy. No, they took up so much time. Like, I'm pretty sure I started at like 1 and now it's like 5, so yeah. Anyway guys, still I hope you enjoyed the video. Like for part 2. You don't have to, I'm still gonna make part 2, but just cause. Anyways, I love you all and have a good day.